Flat Earth and the COOF exposed the priest class of scientism. It exposed the priest class of scientism because the flat earthers were the first ones to challenge the priest class of scientism. And I strongly encourage all of you to take a second look at what these people are telling you and see if it makes sense. If you have a question or a challenge to something I said, as long as you're respectful about it, I will answer your question. And I try to be as thorough as I can about answering the questions. And I will not disrespect you, but I will critique your position or your argument if I feel my argument is more valid. Now, Jay Mango says, why you believe the world is flat? Well, Jay Mango, I believe the world is flat because the people who told us the world is round are the same people that told us masks stop a virus, are the same people that told us to participate in a satanic ritual to save the world, are the same people that lied to us every single day. And everything based on the globe is based on a theory, so the globe cannot possibly be a fact if the only thing that allows it to defy the laws of physics is the theory of gravity. Being the laws of physics being the second law of thermodynamics in particular, which states that a pressurized system cannot exist next to a vacuum without a solid barrier. Period. Period. And you can do an experiment and see it for yourself. Inflate a balloon and release the air next to a vacuum. All that air, including the balloon, is going to get sucked up in the vacuum. But for some reason, scientism teaches us that the globe, which we know has a pressurized atmosphere because we live in it, is existing next to this outer realm that we call space, which is a vacuum. So why do I believe the world is flat? I believe the world is flat because I don't believe fucking liars. That's why. I don't believe liars. And in order for the globe to exist next to this vacuum of space, they have to now rely on a theory to explain how the globe can defy the second law of thermodynamics, which no experiment on Earth has ever been able to defy. So their explanation for how the globe can have a pressurized atmosphere while floating around in the middle of a vacuum, they say the theory of gravity accounts for this. So thus, if the theory of gravity is the source of the globe's existence that keeps the entire heliocentric model together, then none of it is fact, because facts are not based on theories. Theories are based on facts. So the theory of the flat Earth is based on the fact that space is not what they tell us it is, based on the fact that no matter how high up you go, the horizon is always horizontal. That's why it's called horizon. There is no curvature to be detected whatsoever. And that's been proven time and time again. These are facts. And contrast that with the globe, the simple question of how can a pressurized atmosphere exist in a vacuum? A theory. How can a spinning ball have the water stick to it rather than flying off like any wet ball that you spin? Gravity. How can these big celestial bodies with all this gravitational pull affect one another, but we're not getting sucked into the sun if gravity is based on a mass? Gravity, gravity, gravity. That's every explanation. Theory, theory, theory. You cannot explain facts with theories, period. And as honest intellectuals, we should all be able to agree on that fact. It all boils down to knowing the difference between facts and theories. For all of our lives, we've been sold theories as if they're facts. So people have confused the idea of beliefs versus facts, theories versus reality. Everything they teach us about space falls under the realm of theoretical science, meaning they don't know diddly squat of what's going on up there. They made it all up. The pictures of Earth are false pictures. They're CGI. Robert Simon, a NASA graphic design artist who produced the latest Blue Marble picture, in an interview said himself that the image was created with different sections of the Earth that they photographed from high altitude or something like that, and he had to paste it all together, and he had to add different elements and different colors to make it look realistic. And then he said, it's photoshopped, but it has to be, was his exact words. It's photoshopped, but it has to be. Just get on Google and pull up pictures of Earth. You're going to see all the different pictures with the continents, all different sizes in proportion to the globe. None of it makes sense. Everything in space is all green screen and CGI because they can't go up there. This is why the moon landing had to be faked, because they can't go up there. So why do I believe the earth is round? Because I don't believe liars. That's why. If the earth was really round, why do they have to censor people challenging that idea? If the earth is really round, why do they have to lie and give us CGI? Why can't they give us a real photograph? Not one real photograph of earth exists. Now, that's getting me into the flat earth arguments, and I was not my intention tonight. I got to save that for a whole separate stream. The point of tonight's stream was the scientism religion was being destroyed by the flat earthers, and the flat earthers were censored because the scientism religion was their biggest weapon in getting us to participate in their initiation ritual, which is going to end in the sacrifice of many of our loved ones who are going to willfully sacrifice themselves at the end of God knows what. The religion of scientism is what's being used to condition the people of the world to allow the full takeover of the Satanists. And remember, whenever you see mainstream media demonizing a certain individual or a certain idea, pay closer attention to that individual and that idea, because there's a 98% chance that it's true. There's truth to it. So again, whether you believe flat earth is true or not, whether you believe the globe earth is true or not, there are some facts that you can take from the flat earth theorist arguments, such as we cannot trust mainstream science. And had we been actually taking an objective look at the flat earth arguments, we would have known that we cannot trust mainstream science. So when they came along with their coof bullshit, we would have known not to trust mainstream science. And their agenda would never have gotten off the ground. But because flat earth was quashed and nobody said nothing, the religion of scientism was preserved. The credibility of the high priests and priestesses, the Faucis and the Birxes of the world, was preserved. People maintained their faith in their priests and their priestess, and they went along with the ritual. Now we have an entire population of a lot of sheep who are hopeless, helpless, and there is no saving them.